It's Billy Bishop, and I'm the fire chief for the Cherokee Creek Fire Department.
All right, well, Chief, kind of tell me from the start when the call came in and what y'all saw when you got on scene.
We got the call about 3:45. I'm not sure who called it in, but the dispatch was receiving multiple calls of a commercial fire. When we arrived on scene, the building here behind me was well involved in fire.
And still to this moment, this is pretty...
Yeah, we're having problems trying to reach such a large building. We're having problems trying to make sure we reach everything. Plus, we're having to juggle the water supply for this area. Since we've got a ladder truck running, we're using a lot of water. So.
Yeah. What kind of, can you tell me anything about the type of business it is? What type of material might be in there?
We know that what was stored in there right now was some type of plastic car parts and things like that. We're still trying to get in touch with the owner to just confirm everything that was in there to make sure we're not going to have a problem with any kind of water runoff or anything like that. But for the most part, it was all plastic car parts.
And as far as, I mean, you can see the plume coming off of it. Should the neighbors be concerned?
We've made contact with our emergency management. They're going to make contact with Dept, and Dept will decide whether they need to come out and do some kind of air monitoring or anything. Right now, we're pretty sure everything's safe. I mean, if somebody's having some kind of breathing problems or something, feel free to let us know. But until we can determine otherwise, we think everything's safe as far as the smoke right now.
Is that something we hear popping behind you?
We've had several explosions since we got here. I know there have been some forklifts in there. I'm not sure if that's the fuel tanks off those forklifts exploding. But we've had several of those since we got here.
This was an active business. You can tell me the name of it?
From what I understand, this was going to be turned into some kind of plastic recycling. It just had not been up and running yet. So for the most part, all the pieces of plastic they were going to recycle were just sitting here. So it was not pretty much, it was more of a storage place right now than it was a business.
Yeah. And as to the cause, you all sort of got an idea.
We don't have a clue on that yet. It's way too early.
I got to ask, the 4th of July, is fireworks sort of...
It's been mentioned. We talked about a while ago, the possibility that somebody may have shot a firework, and, when you got old cardboard boxes and plastic, it's been mentioned, but, right now everything's on the table, so...
And even if it's not, what can you tell people about fireworks? This is probably a good reminder.
It is, right now, we still got some dry conditions. A lot of fire departments in the county chased a lot of grass fires last night due to fireworks. So again, just kind of keep in mind where you're shooting them. What goes up comes down. And those things are still hot when they come down. It may start a fire, up to a mile away. So just kind of keep in mind where you're shooting them and the dry conditions.
And as far as time frame, as far as how long you think you'll be out here?
We'll probably be out here for, I would say, probably most of the day. I mean, we've got a better knockdown on it than we had when we got here, but still, we got a lot of stuff. We're trying to keep it from reaching a second building, and at this point, that's still an active fight right now.
Would that be the motorsports?
No, the motorsports is on down, but there's another building that they were using to store these parts in. The motorsports should be safe. We're just trying to keep it from another building.
And as far as mutual aid, who do you
right now, we've got it's Cherokee Creek, we've got Macedonia, Grassy Pond, we've got Bowling Springs and Cliffside out of North Carolina. We got the city of Gaffney here with their ladder truck, and then we've got some other county departments that are covering our area right now. So we may end up calling more mutual aid for more manpower.
Yeah, it's going to be tough when it gets pretty hot out here too. Anything I didn't ask you about failed to mention?
I think that's it right now.
All right, I appreciate it, Chief. Thanks for your time. Stay safe.
All right.